So, Scotty, ready for Tippo?
Am I ready for Tippo?
Got to make the mistake now.
He left here 4 years ago, didn't he?
You did?
Yeah. He's, if he plays, yeah. Who, as along with a lot of the other Sydney players, looking forward to playing him.
Do you think he's a chance to be late exclusion or something?
History suggests, but we'll see. That was good.
You guys got McGovern, Lynch coming through, so pretty impressive performance there.
Yeah, that's been really pleasing, and it goes to show now over the first 3 weeks of the season, I guess, that we do have great belief in the depth of our list. We've got a healthy list at the moment, and given the past fortnight with both sides, and especially at SANFL level, some really pleasing performances.
You're getting a lot of praise for the way you're moving the ball. Does that sort of come together even quicker than you could have hoped for?
It's an interesting question. I mean, we spend a lot of time over summer trying to fine-tune those types of things, but there's been a lot of positives with our ball movement through the first couple of rounds. But I think a lot of that comes off our fierce pressure on the ball. As a side, our team defence has been really pleasing, but there's still a lot of upside in our side, yeah.
Just with you guys in the midfield, you just preparing to bring your hard hats to work this week?
Absolutely. Sydney are playing some outstanding footy at the moment. You can go right through their midfield. They've got great depth that roll through there. So a great challenge for us, but one we're looking forward to.
How do you crack them? Like blokes like Josh Kennedy and Hanbury,
Yeah, they've, as I said, they've got great depth, and they're a big-bodied midfield side. They've got a really good balance of inside and outside run, so a challenge for us. But if you've watched closely over our first few rounds as well, I think with the amount of numbers that we can roll through our midfield now with inside grunt and the outside balance and run that we can get, we've got some quality that can match him.
What do you expect Tippett's reception to be like if he does come and play this weekend?
If you ask the playing group, they couldn't care less. That was a long time ago, but I'm sure the supporters might let him know. We'll wait and see.
Sydney's obviously a very well-credentialed team. They've been up there for a long time. If you get past them, what would that mean for you guys with where you're trying to get to in terms of confidence and all that kind of stuff?
When you look at the season as a whole, it's such a long year, and it's 3 rounds in, we're 2-1, and it's a nice position to be in. But in saying that, we can't look any further forward than Sydney. We played them Saturday night. The game hasn't been played yet, so it's a big challenge that confronts us against, like you said, a quality side. And they've been a quality side for a long period of time, and you create that through a good culture. And it's a game we're looking forward to playing. And as a team, we've got great belief, so it's a good game to look forward to.
Just on those gun midfielders, they've had some good games against the Crows in the last few years, breaking up big numbers, that kind of stuff. Is there a common thread through those games that you need to change for this week?
Oh no, like any game, starts at the contest, so we'll have to match them there, and then as I've touched on already with the outside balance and run, they've got quality there, but so do we. So like every week, you want to be in the contest, get the game going in your forward half and try and lock the ball in there.
You probably haven't looked at them closely yet, Scott, but is it possible to score like the 20 goals that you had in the last couple of weeks against a side like Sydney? They like to lock it down a lot. Will you still try and push that envelope?
We'll play our natural game. Whether a high-scoring game comes on the back of that, I'm not sure. But as I've touched on again, with our pressure on the ball that we've been doing throughout the first couple of rounds of the season, and the efficiency with some of our ball movement, hopefully we're capable of doing that again Saturday.
Scott, you played in a lot of Crows sides and a lot of very good teams, but is this as good a forward line you think you've ever been involved with?
Yeah, there's a really good balance through there. Whether it's our best, I wouldn't have a clue, but some really good tools in our side at the moment, and at ground level, probably some of the most dangerous ground level players throughout the league. So we've got great balance through there. We've got a number of guys that can roll through that part of the ground, and at the moment, the pleasing thing as a side is we're getting a broad range of goal scorers. We're not relying on one or two to kick a bag. We've got pretty even contribution right through that forward half.
Scott, dare I say, you've been around a long time. You've seen a lot of players come and go. Has it surprised you across the pre-season? Your kicking efficiency's improved so much. You've obviously concentrated on it, but has it surprised you about how you've been able to turn that around so quickly to get players to be able to kick the ball better?
No, not really. I mean, skill focus is something we've had a focus on ourselves throughout the summer. Don's touched on that throughout the pre-season, but I think just the way we're playing now, the way we move the ball, blokes are playing with instinct and just using what the game gives them. And I think if they just continue to do that as a side, you know, you're not always going to make the right options, but more often than not, guys will. And you've probably seen that throughout the first couple of rounds.
How's the body, mate?
Good. Mm.
Are we feeling decent this time of year compared to other years, or how do you feel now?
How do I feel? Well, shit, I'd like to think I was all right. We're only 3 rounds in. No, I'm good.
Scotty, Season came out with a bit of concussion on the weekend. How is he?
As far as I know, he's passed all tests to this point in time, but I think the challenge comes in the back half of the week. They'll continue to monitor him throughout the week, and fingers crossed he comes up all right.
And Hardigan as well copped a fair knock. How is he also?
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. They're both up and about, so at this point in time, I can't see why they wouldn't play.
There's also been a lot of talk about Essendon's Michael Hurley being interested in the Crows, or the Crows being interested in him. What do you think of him as a player?
Oh, he's a good player. I don't know him personally, and it's the first I've heard of any of that, so it's really got nothing to do with me or what I think.
Injuries are a fact of life. Did you see the incident with Rob Murphy? He's one of the much loved players around the competition and all that sort of stuff. How did you feel?
Yeah, I did. I was actually in the car with about 5 minutes to go, listening to the game, and snuck through the front door with about 3 minutes left on the clock and watched the last bit of that game. And I mean, listening, it was a great game of footy, but you touch on Bob Murphy, and really unfortunate to see anyone do an ACL, but especially the captain of a football club and one that's been around for a long period of time. Yeah, you really don't like seeing that.